Hey everyone, welcome back to Mentoria 180. Not sure where you are in the world, but today it is super rainy where I am. Actually, the elementary school that I work at, they had to close the schools 2 hours early today, so I'm really getting cozy and front of my fireplace and things like that, and I'm using this day to really reflect on 2023 and my intentions for 2024. And I keep using the term intentions for a reason. The idea of, your intentions, or the overarching theme for a new year and new beginnings, is associated with more happiness and fulfillment versus the traditional New Year's resolutions where, it has that stigmatized, attached need for perfection and strict ways of completing those goals versus, embracing the progress. It's more the intentions. The idea of that is focusing on the lifestyle change of it all, or fitting that into alignment with your actions, your values, who you want to be. And that's what's most important. That's why things stick. So I wanted to hop on today to kind of give you guys can follow along, pause the video if you want to look at the journal prompts along the way. But today is really that idea for the reflection and seeing how we felt on December 31st, how inspired we were, the motivation we had, all of the goals, our intentions for the new year. Do we still have that? If we don't, that happens. Reuniting the motivation, inspiration to make these lifelong lifestyle changes, not having those New Year's resolutions where we're focusing on, oh my gosh, I already lost that motivation, the shortcomings of that, how that negatively impacts the overall progress of reaching those goals and our overall mental health. It increases our anxiety and stress, having that perfection and, oh, I didn't get to work out today for 30 minutes or an hour, whatever your goals are, or, you eat that bowl of ice cream, not being focused on the perfection piece of it. So hopefully that all of us are still, feeling that we are motivated and ready to go for 2024. Motivation, it's a tricky thing because a lot of people don't realize that action is what comes before the motivation. Sometimes just the spark of a new beginning, a new week, a new month. We talked about that in my previous video. That in itself can, spark that initial motivation, but it's actually action that keeps that motivation going. So, kind of training our bodies or our minds to even know, I have to go out and do this before that motivation comes back. I believe through and through that a body that stays in motion, or a body that continuously does the same routine over and over, wants to continue to do those things. That's how we form our habits. That's how we accomplish our goals and live whatever kind of healthy lifestyle or wholesome lifestyle that we want to. And that's what this year is all about. So really focusing in on that today with these guided journal prompts of self-reflection and sparking that inspiration and motivation to get into action and make those lasting changes. So follow along today if you want to have kind of a guided journal reflection session with me. Let's get cozy and let's dive into it. I have my mug of, it's actually an organic throat soother kind of tea bag today because if you haven't noticed from the last couple videos, I'm a little congested. So having this is going to be very helpful. My mug is actually super cute too. It says, "You're doing great things," because you all are doing great things. So cozy on up with me and let's journal. As we look back onto 2023, I really want you guys to kind of think back, whether, if you do every year, kind of a journal prompt like this, where I usually do, where I could go back and look at my 2023 goals. If not, right here, this is the perfect moment to do that for 2024 and then 2025. So kind of looking back at your 2023 goals. Hi, Annie. Oh, I'm gonna go shut that. So when we look back at our 2023 goals, did we achieve them? What was our process? What worked for us? We can have this idea of a process that's going to work for us, but really looking back and reflecting, did that through and through work for me? What didn't? What did? Kind of the key takeaways from your 2023. And from those key takeaways, kind of think about the difficulties and the successes. What are you going to take that you learned from 2023 into 2024? So kind of the first self-reflection question I have for you all is, what were your 2023 goals? Did you accomplish them? How did you accomplish them? What were your key takeaways from 2023? Biggest life lessons. How are you going to turn those life lessons into 2024 lifestyle changes? So as we reflect on those 2023 key takeaways, in our goals. What are our 2024 goals? What do we want to see as our vision, dreams in the 2024, our intentions? I keep saying intentions over and over again, but it is so important to really kind of focus on the meaning of that word. So here's that moment to really write it down. What are your intentions and goals for 2024? Reflecting on your 2023 goals and your key takeaways. How have you grown? Look back, whether that's looking back if you journal, looking back through your journal entries, or from photos, from different things of that nature, text messages, however you kind of track your progress in life, go back through those and see how you have grown. What will you do with this growth? How are you going to continue to foster growth and happiness and fulfillment into 2024? So what's going to make 2024 fulfilling and fruitful? What do you want to create for yourself this year through the different seasons? You know, you can look at this from a big view of, I don't know about all of you, but I am a big planner and journaler. So I actually have this out with me right now as we're having this journal talk, and I have my journal with me. So that's why I got these two here side by side. I need kind of both to see that overall picture and kind of planning that out. So kind of just with those goals, we talked about how focusing on the progress over perfection of the New Year's intentions versus resolutions. Really, I know it kind of goes back to elementary school or middle school. I talk about this all the time with my children. SMART goals, they are so important. And now that you're laying out your intentions and your goals for 2024, you're gonna have to lay out that progress, how you're gonna do it, and taking those key takeaways from 2023 when you're making those SMART goals. You know, it has to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. That's how you accomplish goals. That's how you focus on those step-by-steps and embracing the progress and the process over time. So really focus on those goals and your intentions and figure out your step-by-step process. Break them down into small steps. My all-time favorite book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I plan on kind of doing an entire talk on that book and just all of the key takeaways that I have from that book and how I continuously implement that into my life. Really focusing on his idea of takes 1% every day, just a little bit better towards that goal. You have to do the little steps along the way and embracing, because those little steps are what add up to the big picture and accomplishing those goals. So even if it's through the seasons, like I said, seeing it in the big picture of the 2024, whatever works for you, whether it's day by day, I wouldn't say minute by minute. Minute by minute might be a little stressful and kind of increase those anxiety levels, back to the whole idea of the New Year's resolutions versus intentions. But whether it is daily, I mean, I have my planner where I can see it the whole year. I can see the month. I can see week by week, and just kind of breaking it down like that so that it's measurable and attainable and specific to what I need in that moment. So really focusing on the process step by step, making those little changes along the way so it is a long-lasting change. So like I said before, the motivation, it does get sparked and initiated from the idea of new beginnings, a new year. And that's why I've been talking about it for so long, because you know, we're here, we're at the beginning, we're a week in. Let's find what motivates us, what our passions are, to live a more fulfilling, wholesome life. So I encourage all of you to kind of follow along, whether you know you are literally journaling, following along, writing them down, or like I said, if you're on the treadmill like I usually am and you're just kind of having these deep thoughts and later on you want to write them down or just keep them in the back of your mind thinking about them, whatever you need to do to initiate the first step in your process, the action's what's going to bring that motivation to accomplish your goals and fulfill your intentions for the year, and honestly live that happy, wholesome life. What's going to make your year fruitful and fulfilling. So that's what I want to focus on here at Mentoria 180. So hopefully this is the fresh start, reflection, refresh, relaxing, cozy day, using these days where I feel sluggish, you know, this rain, it's peaceful, it's a little moody, it's a little dark. I kind of want to just maybe lay down and relax, but I'm going to use my energy, get cozy with my tea. I'm still relaxing, still kind of refreshing, trying to, you know, still get over this sickness and enjoying the views of the rain, listening to it, cozying up by the fire, snuggling with my dogs. I'm all here for it. So it's a perfect day to really sit and journal and reflect, feel motivated and inspired. So hopefully that's how all of you are feeling after today's video. I would love to hear your answers to the journal prompts below, so please share them. If you really enjoyed this video, you want to see more like it, thumbs up, comment down below, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye.